Okay, so there was a hit and run today. Alright, Jake's getting the video.
At 5:50 p.m.
And we were trying to get to McDonald's, and we're in McDonald's right now. There was 3 lanes. I was turning in the turn lane, had my blinker on and everything, and looked back, no one's behind me. But this guy was speeding, so I heard the brakes, and there was a screech, and so he's braking, but he still hit my car, and I was like, shoot, and he said, but
This crazy.
but he literally drove away
Really fast.
Yes, so I was like, okay. So what happened was
She started following him.
Yes.
And we were like, Emma, just leave it, stop. And she was like, no. And she kept on
hi
going.
guys.
I followed him, and but there was some traffic, so he couldn't go anywhere, and there was a red light.
Man,
so
zoomed.
I caught up to him. He was driving fast, but I was zooming too, and so I caught up to him, and I honked my horn a lot, and so he turned, and so I made him buff up my car because I was so mad.
Yo, no, like you
Buff
talked
it
to him
out.
like you
Buff
talked
it
to him
out.
like he was like your child. I was like, yo, what?
What'd he say?
Dude, she was talking to him like he was her child. I was like, dude.
Yes, I
It was
was
like
like,
saying, she was like, what do you want me
I
to
was
do?
like, wipe this. I said, wipe it now. And then, so I was mad. And so there was still, like, I could still see stuff. So I was like, get up there too. But when he wiped it, it still didn't come off. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to call my mom. And plus, he tried to hit and run. So I need to see what I need to do. Because, this never happened to me. I didn't really, and we were trying to get to McDonald's. And we're in McDonald's right now. We got to McDonald's. And so then we were pulled in and everything. He was beside me, and so then I was like, give me your information. And then he was, so he got his information, he wrote it down, whatever.
It was probably a lie.
Yes, it was a lie. But, so then I was like, okay, well, you need to hold on because then I was going to call my mom. I was calling my mom, trying to get her on the phone. And the thing is, it didn't help the fact that my phone was not working. So I had to use her phone. So I called my mom and whatever. She said to call 911. And so I did. But before I even got there, he drove off.
Okay.
I was on the phone with my mom when he drove off, right? Something
No.
like that.
Maybe you were, I don't know.
Yes, I was on the phone while he drove off. So then I definitely called the police. And so I was like, he's not getting away with this. But that was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. But
No.
we'll get to that part. Okay. Oh, and when he was driving off.
I'm gonna tell the story.
No. Tell him the part where it's funny. The part where he was driving off and I got mad and said,
Well, I'm gonna tell you both things. So, when she was chasing after him when he first turned into the parking lot when he first hit the run, like hit and started running, she was driving great. This girl took out her phone and she was going like 50, 60, I don't know, 80. And she's taking her phone, trying to take a photo of the license plate. I'm like, girl, put your hands on the steering wheel. And she's like, take a picture. And there was a glare from all the car lights. And I was like, I
It was
can't.
so stressful.
And she was like, Ainsley, take a picture.
I was like, I can't.
And then Jace memorized it and wrote it down in his notes.
yes, thank you, James, for memorizing it.
And then when we turned into the parking lot
Smart,
and he
smart.
tried to run off, this girl almost got herself killed, most likely, because she grabbed his car door, opened it, and tried to break the car door as he ran off. And the police officer was telling
Wait,
us.
what did I say to him when I was trying to?
I don't remember what you said. I didn't hear you, but
I said, hold on, you're not running. I don't know.
but
what
you
I
were like,
said.
hold on, you're not running, something like that. And the police officer told us when the police officer guy came, he was like, you shouldn't have done that because he could have like punched you in the face.
Oh, well, your
What
side.
did
do you
I
think
do?
what he would
Wait,
do?
oh, no.
Remember, like, taking you in the car?
No, because I was like, because she pulled on the door. I was like, yo, he's just going to drag her along in the car. Hopefully that doesn't happen. And then he just, like,
Yes.
speeds off. I'm like, well, he's gone.
With his
Yes, I was
door
like,
open.
No, but then he closed it
Yeah, but
before he got on the road. But he
Yeah.
was gone.
and the police officer guy was so serious. He's like, I'm telling you guys, you're taking this, you're brushing it off, but like, don't ever do that again. I'm like, yeah, Emma. Don't try to get yourself
Well,
killed.
I said, I promise, yes, I won't. If that happens again, I won't.
But
But
if he had a gun, we could have all died. Like, he could have shot us.
and the fact is, it didn't help that we were like in a dark place with a business that was closed, but there was people still in it, but it was closed. A woman did come out though, because I had to get the address, and that was when I was on the phone with 911, and I didn't know the address.
Yeah. And we were like, you're lucky that we were with her, because like, if she was alone, he probably would have hurt her.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But anyways, I wouldn't have gotten into a situation anyway because I would not be going that way anyway.
Well, if you had gone to the gas station that I told you to go to, you wouldn't have been in that situation.
Or if you
Yeah.
just would have made the right turn.
There's a lot of ifs.
There's a lot of
Or if you
ifs.
had made the right turn.
Yes, there's a lot of ifs because I was trying to turn. But what happened, but the one other thing is when he hit my car, he was going so fast. I thought he was going to hit someone else because he was going through traffic.
Trying to get away.
Yeah, because
Guess what, guys? He has a previous hit and run on his record.
And me and Jace were like, what if he has like a criminal record? Like making a joke out of it. And then we heard the guy outside the car and he's like, so he has previous records. And me and Jace were like, oh my god.
and we described him and everything. Well, I did because I had to, because it
He
wouldn't be
wouldn't listen to me.
corroborated because they're my friends. So I told him everything, and he was like, "Oh yeah, so is it this guy? He had an image." I was like, "Yes," and so then he was like, "Oh yeah, he's had a hit and run before." So I was like, "Oh yeah."
So he's
I was like,
going out
"Actually, really?"
So we
yeah,
got
I
a
was like-
warrant out for him.
Yeah. So if you see,
Oh my god. Emma, chill.
Should I
You
say
can't. No, you can't. It's like 'cause they can't. They don't know what he looks like.
Her dad was mad, and the police officer was telling us like, don't do that stuff again. Don't mess with people. Don't open
Yeah.
his car door. Don't.
so
don't
the
get behind car.
lesson, the moral of this,
The right turn.
no,
Yes, make the right turn first of all.
the moral of the story.
Don't chase
is,
after people
Yes.
because you don't know if they're gonna be crazy.
Because, side note, one of my friends' brothers got shot multiple times, but only hit his arm, and so he's still alive because he flicked someone off. Because they, I don't know what they did,
You can't
but
remember.
no, it was something weird.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but yes. So y'all don't do anything stupid because these people are crazy out here with the vehicles.
And I was genuinely thinking, what if this guy's a gun while you were opening the door? I was like, what if he shoots her?
Yes, and we were in a remote location.
Well, it wasn't that remote, but like nobody was paying attention.
Yes, there were so many cars.
And I was
and
having a
nobody
panic
even
attack.
stopped for a witness. Like, what the heck? They just kept going.
They were in traffic. And that wasn't like it was a ginormous wreck, so nobody would have done that. And I was with Jace, and I was having a panic attack. Like, it's okay, it's okay.
Jace, okay, so tell you a side of the story.
So.
Okay, come on.
Oh god, I gotta
Slide in.
scoot over now.
Okay.
So.
This is for evidence.
So we were driving, right? And all of a sudden, like, we get hit. I'm like, oh crap, we just get hit. So the dude, like, immediately the dude who hit us, like, speeds off down the road. And we're just like, yo, Emma, just pull in and, like, call the cops. She's like, no, I gotta get his information. And then he's like, we gotta get his license plate. And then so she just, like,
Yes, the
floors
first thing I
it.
needed
And me and
was...
Jace were like, let's just leave.
She
She's
was
like, no.
She was like, she freaking floors it down the road after this dude.
Like a psycho.
And like, so the dude was like driving the road. He was like half in another lane. So he almost like had a
That's what
head-on
I'm
collision.
saying, yes.
And then so after a while, he gets to realize, so he turns and then he pulls in.
Because I
Yeah.
got close to him.
Yeah,
And
so
I was
then-
honking my horn and everything.
Buff my
But don't
car.
do that, y'all.
I'm like, wait, what?
She was like, buff.
So like,
my
so like
car.
when he got out, like I got out the car with her because like I didn't want her to get hurt or whatever.
Thanks, Jace.
Safely.
And he's a big boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he buffs out the car and he's like, whoa, he's trying to get out of it because he's like visibly stressed. So then he like gets back into his car. He like has his information, and then like when he sees her on the phone, he like puts his stuff back in his car, and then he just like starts to drive away. I was like I see the like lights. I'm like, is he gonna run? He's not gonna run. He's just backing up.
No,
And he just
I was
pulls
like, no,
out
oh shoot.
and
He
dips.
has his reverse lights on.
Yeah,
I was like,
me and Jace literally said, is he pulling out? And Jace was like, no, he's not. And
I
then
thought
boom.
he would. And so then I was like, oh no. And so then I ran after him while he was driving.
Me and Jace were
And
both
that's when
ready
I
to
tried to, because his door was still open, and that's when I tried to fling his doors to break it because I wanted him to stay, and I knew
Yeah.
he was going to go anyway, so I wanted to break his door anyway because he would still run, so he would have to pay for the damage.
And me and Jace were both ready to fight this man because Emma's a tiny person and that guy was like 6 feet. And me and Jace were like, if he touches her, we're going.
And me. But yes, so that was our story time for today.